What up with y'all? Peace. 93s, all that good shit. Mental Ninja. I was just reflecting today. You know, we when individuals are us as a modern day, today, yesterday, tomorrow, talk about uniting of the people and shit. And there's unification like of building our own nation. Like I think like first there's like some things that come to my mind, right? Like nigga, we some savage ass motherfuckers, like as a whole. I know I talk a lot about the we statements and shit, but I'm not gonna exclude myself from this terminology and shit of being the savage mind and shit, you know, especially like I listen to a lot of rap, hip hop and shit, and like majority, like especially like gangster rap, more majority of hip hop or rap. We talking niggas talking about killing folks, and we know who we ain't talking about killing. You know what I'm saying? We talk about killing for we talking about killing each other. You know what I'm saying? That's like the standard. That's like then they get the word op now. I see all World Star, op gets gunned down, op gets caught slipping, op at the barber shop, op at the bus stop and shit. And it's like, I see like I'm not even saying a narrative being set, but a continuation of an already set narrative is like, kill each other, kill each other, kill each other. Talk about it, think about it, rap about it, sing about it, live about it, kill each other. And if you're not about it, then you ain't shit. If you ain't killing each other or talking about killing each other or motherfucking raping each other or talk about the raping each other and shit. Or is it, and I know that motherfuckers like, we don't like, Americans, niggas and shit don't really talk about rape like that on music and shit. But like, in more ways than one, motherfuckers really looking to come up on the other gender or the female gender looking to come up over the male gender and shit by some use of manipulation and subversive tactics and shit, which one could look at it as like a form of rape, whether it's mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, financial. It's always a come up. You know what I'm saying? When I hear the word come up, I already know what we talking about. Niggas trying to come up and stuff, What we trying to come up from, what we trying to come up to, what we trying to come up to and stuff. It's like big questions, but like build a nation, like what, like if we like, let's say we had a mass exodus of all the hoods, all the black neighborhoods, all the black people. We just went somewhere and shit. Like, what do you think niggas gonna do when they get there, bro? You put them all together. What are they doing right now when they're all together? That'll show you what they're gonna do when they're all fucking together and shit. So like, man, there's so much like there's so much individual work. There's so much like shit that as a people, what I'm saying, in this nation or whatever, motherfuckers buying into like that whole nation idea is like just a fucking retarded ass idea because like we actually are a nation of fucking, As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna read some shit. And I was listening to this shit earlier and it had me thinking some more, That nigga say, I'm just gonna read the whole verse. That nigga say, hold up, let me find this shit. That nigga says, guns, shootouts, and crack sales, black males who pack jails, trapped in hell, no peace, cold streets, surrounded by police this whole week, buildings with no heat, no lights, the gas pipe, the snow leaks, dog fights in low life, throw dice the whole night, thieves creeping in the midnight evenings, I saw through the misty regions. Go to your house, take a vow for the demons. Moon in the lunar eclipse. Prophet stands in the midst of the seven candlesticks. I can't take it. Beauty that was once sacred is now getting facelifts, fake tits, fake lips, cold embraces. Memory erases from the slave ships. My princess, I used to spy from the distance. Holding my infant, burning incense, the moment intent for her to step into my wife's tents. Now we step in precincts for your ebony prince. The smell of frankincense, once treated like a pharaoh with royal apparel, anointed with myrrh and aloe. We used to wallow amongst the mallows. We had herd sheep and cattle. Now we battle. Used to pass over brooks of Kebron, towers of Lebanon, the pool of Geshron. We used to sing songs upon Mount Hebron. How is gold turned to bronze and is how is gold turns to bronze. We was the wisest and the richest. Now we turn to snitches. Women turn to bitches in the time of harvest. We was the smartest, worship wisdom like the goddess. Now we act retarded, forsook the wisdom of the fathers. We used to have 1,000 flagons of wine. In Palestine, there would drink Ballantine, and raised up in the violent mind. We used to have 100 measures of oil, 80 measures of wheat and barley. We lived godly, listening to Bob Marley before the devils robbed me, chasing us through the African safari. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, the shit crazy, bro. The shit crazy because, like, nigga, we glorify the fuck out of killing each other, and we complain when somebody else does it. We glorify selling drugs and shit, and complain when the cops lock us up. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? I'm a 4-time convicted felon myself. I'm fighting a case right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yeah, self-defense, but still, I'm fighting a case right now, nigga, and I'm a 4-time convicted felon. So it's like, I'm no stranger to court proceedings and fucking jailhouse time and shit and felonies and shit like that. Misdemeanor. I'm no stranger to that shit, but like, it does kind of strike me as like a bit, contradictory when I hear that word nation, because I'm like, bro, we already got that. We're a nation of fucking people who love to kill each other. We like to talk about motherfuckers form gangs and shit, and it's not to go out and fight like some kind of national battle. It's we create gangs so we can subdue our own and then kill our own, collect from our own. You go to the hood and shit. I go to the West Side in Vegas and shit. Beat up ass buildings, lots of fucking unused property, lots of closed ass businesses, like empty shopping centers with a couple businesses in it. Nice ass church. In the midst of fucking bummy houses, a big, beautiful, nice ass church. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, motherfuckers is with it, and niggas like, oh well, that's the niggas that sold it. Nah, nigga, this is how the state of our economy is, for the population of the black man, or whatever you want to call it, in the wilderness of North America. And yeah, them niggas acting real savage, living like wild monkeys and shit, bro. So like, and then like, we got the YouTube community and shit, and we just talked about that shit earlier on Huey P shit. Shout out to Huey P, shout out to Sir Drop, Chris Cyphers, King of Higher Self, Greedy Vegan, Spirit Light Body and shit, everybody and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we talking about how Bro Sanch was going in on niggas. Shout out to Dodek, going in on niggas and shit, like really just that nigga make his thing on tearing people down. And if he can't turn on some shit with some Google images, nigga, he gonna tear down a person who come up and don't share his opinion or echo his opinion or agree to his opinion. Like, nigga, who the fuck are you? Like, really? And me personally, although I'm involved in like the OTO, I'm a member of the organization. I'm involved and I'm a member of my brother in my motorcycle club. I'm a member and a brother of the Rosicrucian Order. I'm involved and member and all that stuff and Alcoholics Anonymous and shit. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to just stick to my own, to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer that above all things. I prefer my own solitude, bro, especially when thought. Spiritually as well. You know what I'm saying? Physically, I'd rather spend more time alone than I would with all the groups I named, but I do spread my time out. So I'm effective in completing certain tasks and shit in all those different groups I mentioned and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all that shit goes to allow me to enjoy my solitude and shit, but I really look at it like the nation shit is like preposterous almost. Like the fucking who was here first is so fucking retarded, my nigga. I'm not saying like, ad hominem circumstantial, ad hominem abusive. I'm using that shit right now too. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not here to debate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking from my mind and shit. I'm not trying to, attack anybody else's points because there's no other points being offered and shit. It's just me doing a little vlog, whatever you want to call it, speaking my thoughts. And really doesn't fucking matter who was here first because what we doing now. What the motherfuckers doing right now? Niggas talk about who was here in the beginning and shit. If we the real Mexicans, we invented roofing, they stole that in front. Nigga, all that shit is neither here nor there and shit. Cause what's niggas doing now? Arguing about shit. And when arguments happen, niggas gonna try to fucking peacock and be super duper ghetto, super damn thug and shit. And niggas shots rang out. And if ain't gonna be no physical shots, it's gonna be some mental stabbings and shit happening. You know what I'm saying? Emotional motherfucking bombings and shit. And niggas just like really interested in tearing each other down. You know what I'm saying? I come up on the panel with my own perception and shit. I got a few niggas I know that they niggas don't even got nothing adequate or effective to add to the panel or take away. They just came with that same retardation, dog. Like nigga, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes I'll be talking about like some biblical style things, just in the context of what we're talking about. If one or two individuals come up and be on some like just angry because I'm talking about because they don't like it, nigga. Well, if you don't like it, nigga, just don't listen. You don't even have to everything don't need a reaction, but you know, we are reactive people. And we call it passion, you can call it soul, whatever you want to call it. The shit ain't working out too well for the majority. You know, I don't be tripping too much at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, for me personally, I've learned to come to some understanding about certain parts of myself, come to terms with some things about myself. And niggas like, bro, why fucking even trip? You know, why get all super mad and shit, foaming at the mouth, spittle and shit. I'll spit on the screen and shit, you know. Yeah, I dried up spit on the motherfucking floor or the couch where I'm sitting as I just fucking couldn't keep my shit collective. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. It's like, I prefer my own nation of just me rather than some fucking idea of a nation to be that ain't never gonna be because they ain't even what it is right now. Niggas got, when motherfuckers start recognizing the fact that shit is fucking horribly fucked up, and we can say, yeah, it's the motherfucking white man, it's the motherfucking government, but nigga, it's also the motherfuckers who are tuning into that shit. It's also the motherfuckers who choose that to make that, let that be a defining point in how they fucking see the world or how they react to the world in adverse reaction to what the government is doing, what the media is doing. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker, it's gonna be hard for a motherfucker to stay balanced if they can't be balanced on their own balance. You know what I'm saying? Niggas throwing the balance over what the media said. Now you're gonna be trying to find your balance. Nigga, you should be able to have your balance regardless of what the media says, nigga. The media or the government or the Boule or the Illuminati or the Masons or the fucking whatever, they should not have nothing to do with you having your balance, keeping that shit secure. You know, so like, all right, that's just me. That's just me. Motherfuckers can rock with it. They don't have to. You know, but like, it's just nutty. You know, let's build a nation and shit. Like, niggas not fucking, niggas on YouTube saying that shit. Niggas is not in the fucking hood, you know what I'm saying, just like post up, waiting to see an argument so they can go and diffuse that shit. Niggas is not like fucking, you know, going to fucking just pick a random number off a motherfucking jail and shit and going to motherfucking like, hey man, you know, we a bunch of us on YouTube, we've been thinking some ideas, we want to pass some shit along to y'all and shit, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. And here's some money for your books too, because I know you can't, I don't know if you're eating or not, nigga, but we just gonna throw some your way. You know what I'm saying? It's more about like this fucking righteous way of life, this narcissism, this independent motherfucking global collective fucking black narcissism and shit, niggarcissism. I don't know how to fucking even call it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, bro, I don't know, man. That shit sounds so fucking good, nigga. But it's gonna be hard for niggas to convince, throw a 10 on a $20 bill and try to convince me the $30 bill in circulation just because they said it. Just a fanciful idea, bro. There's so much fucking work that need to be done on the individual stage and shit. And we already on we on fucking 10 motherfucking degrees up talking about nation building and shit, bro. What about the first nation, the ones inside the individual? You know, motherfuckers like, you know, like we did the other day. King of Higher Self shit, and what I've been seeing Nuth doing repeatedly over the past couple weeks and shit. He'll come up and he'll talk about some matters of the heart, like, and basically what he's doing is he's transmuting what's working for him and some of the things that he's going through without telling everybody what he's going through and how he's fucking trying to find balance for himself and sharing that shit. And me, King of Higher Self, Chrissy, motherfucking I forget who else, Ricky Young, we was talking about that same shit the other night over on motherfucking Greedy shit. I think it was Greedy shit. You know, and like once some motherfuckers can like be, motherfuckers can promulgate that inner work, but niggas is all talking about this fucking final destination. Nigga, get the motherfucking, they're talking about getting the Bentley first. They don't even got a fucking driver's license yet. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga DMX said, learn to bag of weed first, then get money. You know, and we a population that love to sell drugs to each other. So we can go buy some fancy fucking shit or just fucking flash that money on motherfucking YouTube or Instagram or TikTok and shit, like as if we were some kind of fucking kings and shit. Nigga, kings don't do that shit, nigga. Them motherfuckers just be kings. You know what I'm saying? Kings, they fucking kingship work with the decisions they make when nobody's looking. Not just like, oh, look at me so I can play king for the day, hero for the day. You know, lion for the moment. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's all I'm saying. You know, niggas can continue with the nation building shit. I guarantee you, when you build a nation, if that shit don't allow me to be a free thinking man, nigga, fuck your nation, bro. And if your nation come after me, nigga, I'ma die, motherfucker, trying to fucking tear that bitch apart, nigga. And he's like, oh, you a hater because you said that shit, nigga. I'm for individuality, homie, over motherfucking group conformity, bro. I don't care what the motherfucking idea is. It could be the best idea ever. If it doesn't allow for the individual to operate as an individual, bro, and realize the fact that some individuals are still learning how to be individual, bro, that is not a secure system, because it involves ideas that it's not accessible to every human being. It only involves ideas that aren't even from a human being, that get to dictate to human beings. And I'm not even saying it's from a divine source like God or nothing like that. I'm just saying it doesn't have any human involvement in it. It is not democratic in the democratic ideal state where the individual on every level get to have some form of rulership in the fucking state affairs of the economy or democracy as is as a whole. You motherfuckers really want to see this fucking like this black motherfucking panel or group of elect blacks and shit's gonna make decisions for everybody else and shit. And the funny thing is, the niggas talking about nation thing, they think that they that elite. And when that nation come up, they ain't gonna be the one making the decisions. Motherfuckers will come and they'll pitch that idea. Motherfuckers like, okay, yeah, we'll make it happen and shit. And they'll fucking go along with it and think it's gonna be working out for them. They gonna get what they want and then find out niggas play themselves to somebody else's fucking position and shit. Now you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Now, well, nigga, let's just keep doing the same thing until it changes and shit. Cause niggas ain't really down to riot. Niggas ain't really down to take matters in their own hands. What niggas gonna do? They gonna fucking talk about killing each other and shit. Which, you know, I get it. You know, so I don't know. That's all I say. Really, that's all I got to say about that. Peace.